We have the craziest day for news ever. We have Brawl Talk coming, 2 new brawlers, game mode, as well as 3 brand new Supercell games, which we're all going to talk about today. So first, let's start with Brawl Stars here. The official Brawl Talk is coming out tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central Time. Tune into my channel. You get the full deep dive on that. But from what we know right now, 2 new brawlers coming in the next update. One of them is going to be a new Brawl Pass brawler, which is going to be the chromatic unlock at tier 30, which will be nice. And then for the other brawler, we're not sure if it's going to release right on update or shortly after, like the Brawl Pass, or later, because in the past they would release some brawlers like a month later or something. So we'll have to wait and see on the second brawler. For sure, we can get some clues on one brawler here. They have the black silhouette here, where it's some sort of weird looking gun. But if you go over to Twitter, we have a better picture where you can clearly see the gun here. In my opinion, that looks like either like a grapple hook where it grapples onto someone, or it could be like a conductor gun where it has like electricity that shoots out of it. I think that would probably make more sense. However, it would be sweet if we could have a grapple brawler where they shoot and get dragged to that spot, kind of like a Carl gadget. That's what we know so far. But if you take a look at the back, this person is clearly a detective or planning out some sort of heist. Looking like, oh, go here, go there, got the points on the map. They have a lot of gems and gold on the counter, so we'll have to wait and see if that's just part of that brawler's lore, or if this will be the new game mode, which I think it has a good chance to. Because if we go back to the YouTube picture, SB Starbank 1884, and then it has the original old Brawl box at the front. So this probably is the new theme coming to the Brawl Stars world, and is probably going to have to deal with the new game mode. So looking at this, I think you're stealing something, you're robbing something. We already have heist though, which is kind of like stealing things, running it in there. So maybe like there's objects on the map where you're trying to like steal different things from the enemy, and they're playing even similar to like a different version of Capture the Flag, or a better version of maybe Pleasant Plunder. We'll have to wait and see, but either way, those are very, very exciting, as well as they said a ton of new skins. Now on Twitter for April Fools, if you haven't seen this, this is epic. They had Danny as Piper, Ryan as Edgar, and Frank as Frank. Those people were thinking like, oh, those skins were cool. Now I need those in my life, but I don't. Like, they released on April Fools. They did Egg Pam last year in April Fools. I don't think we'll get these in the game. However, there's a lot of detail there, so there's a chance that these could be the new skins. And they say there is a lot of skins coming to the game. There's a chance that these make it, which would be epic. I don't know if Ryan's just teasing here or not, but it says one will die, one will never return to Brawl Talk. Find out tomorrow. I don't think they're gonna kill Spike. I think Spike is a staple of the game, so I think it means either Danny or Ryan will be no longer be in Brawl Talk, but we'll have to find out tomorrow. But we still have incredible, crazy news as well. 3 brand new Clash Supercell games are in the works. They're in alpha development. This means they're being worked on internally at Supercell, and they're not playable yet. They're very, very early stages in development. And then if a beta gets announced for these games, that's when you know it's getting more serious, like, oh, these are coming out. But the 3 games are, we have Clash Quest, Clash Mini, and Clash Heroes. Out of the 3, in my opinion, Clash Heroes looks to have the most potential out of the 3. So first up, let's talk about Clash Quest. So this is a real-time strategy game where like you will attack the objective, or the enemy will attack, and it goes back and forth. It seems as though you place your troops on this board here, and you get to select which ones are going to attack and where. And then once they deal their attack or take them on a damage, they get thrown off the board or just leave. Then your next wave of troops come in, and you have a set amount of troops that you can bring with you. And it seems as though there's bosses you can take down, like the lava golem. There's progression systems where you unlock more troops and everything else like that. And so it seems to be a lot of strategy involved, and it seems very intuitive and easy to pick up to play, which is like a staple for Supercell. They have items for everything, and I really like the smallness of it. Like, I love the characters, how they look. They said they wanted to make it more simplistic, which is cool. I just am excited to see how it feels to play it, because like I always love strategy games, and if there's like certain strategies that are better than others, obviously that probably will be the case. I love finding which ones are the best. If there's challenging levels, beating those. I didn't see any PvP in this. However, there probably will be, where you both are just setting up your armies and fighting against each other's. Maybe that, because it's still early development, maybe they haven't got that far yet, but it looks very, very interesting to me. Now, next up, let's talk about the one I'm most excited for, which is Clash Heroes. Like, think of like a game like Breath of the Wild or something. That's the vibes I got from this, which is crazy. You are controlling, running on your character, using attacks. So this is probably the one that's most similar to Brawl Stars in the way you play it. Like, you hold your phone screen or tablet sideways, and you are controlling the movement, where they run and how they attack and their abilities. So for those of you that love Brawl Stars, this one will be the most similar, which is cool. And you're going around attacking enemies, attacking bosses, and the experience looks incredible. Like, there's probably gonna be different levels you have to clear. You can play with your friends clearing it down. You can probably attack enemies as well. If they had like 3v3 PvP in this too, basically very similar to Brawl Stars in that sense too. So I feel like this one's gonna be has the most potential in that aspect, where for those of you watching, you're gonna probably like this one the most. So you can see they beat the Goblin Giant. Quest complete. They're gonna have the quest there to take down bosses, play with your friends, probably PvP maybe later on, and it's just like you go along, collect heroes, and there's more challenging levels. Like, I'm very excited for that because I love being able to control things a lot and control characters and what they do, because it makes the gameplay always different and it adds just a different element of you in control. So I'm really excited for that one, but let me know your thoughts. But we still have one more game to talk about, which is Clash Mini. And this one's kind of similar to Clash Quest 2, where you have all your different characters, but it's different where you actually place them on the game board, similar to, like, let's say they're playing chess or something. So you choose where they go, you line them up, and then they go and do their different things, different abilities, and they attack each other in an all-out brawl. This one I think is really solid too. It kind of reminds me of like an auto chess feel, where they go and attack and attack and attack. So that's already a very successful genre as well. And this seems to be like Supercell's take on it, and since it's based in the Clash universe, looks really solid. Now, I haven't played a whole lot of auto chess, so I'm not like super well versed in it, but I know a lot of people love the genre. Now, if I had to rank the three, I would just have to say Clash Heroes probably be the top of my list, just because it's like the similar controls to Brawl Stars. I love open world games. I love Breath of the Wild and stuff like that. And then I would actually probably put Clash Quest. Seems like the most easiest to pick up and play, and the levels look interesting to me. Clash Mini, since I wasn't the biggest fan of auto chess, that's the reason why I put it a little bit lower. And yes, the characters are cute and everything, but that's just my ranking list on them. I'm curious to know what you guys think about the Brawl Stars update and these 3 new games. Any new news on them? Like if they go into beta or anything, you will see them here on the channel. But thank you guys for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you guys later.